you've logged into ISETS, the default page is the customer page. This is where you'll search for customers. If you scroll down, you'll see your entire caseload here. If you want to search for a customer by name, click on the name section and type in their name. If you know their case number or individual number, you can search by that also. Click on Advanced Search and you'll see more options. You can search by date of birth, county of residence, whether this person is an ABOD, the fiscal year that they're enrolled in, recertification month, SNAP eligibility status, ENT status, or application status. If you're searching by name, simply type in your customer's name and click Search. You'll see they show up in the list below, and their last name is a link to their customer file. Customer data is imported to ISETS on the 6th, 14th, 21st, and 28th of each month at 8 p.m. Remember, any data that is incorrect in ISETS is brought from IES, so data must be corrected in IES first. Then, when we receive a new file, that information will be updated. If you're performing intake for a new customer and you want to look for their IES data and to potentially associate them with your agency, you'll want to click the Search IES Customer button on the right. A pop-up box will appear like this one. You must type a first name and a last name. Please ensure that both names are spelled correctly. You must also enter one of the following pieces of data: a birth date, a case number, or an individual number in order to search the IES data in ISETS. Once you enter the information, click Search for IES Customer. A list of customers will appear that match your search criteria. Choose the one that's correct and click the Select button. That customer's information will appear in the pop-up box. You can confirm that they are the correct person and then confirm their email address. And click Search for ISETS account. That will search the ISETS dataset and see if they are already an Illinois WorkNet account holder. If they already have an Illinois WorkNet account, that account will appear now. If a new Illinois WorkNet account was created for them, you'll see this pop-up box here. If you would like to work with that customer moving forward, select your provider name from the Add to Agency drop-down box and click Assign to My Agency and create a new assessment. You can then go on to the next steps in enrollment, which are to complete the assessment and send a referral for that customer. Once you've gained access to a customer's file, you'll notice there are several sections that you can use to gather information. The customer's contact information and basic record is on the left. You can click See All to uncover more information. The referrals section includes all referrals made for that customer. The status section has information about the customer's ENT involvement. This section includes the redetermination date for their SNAP case, the status of their involvement in SNAP ENT, completion of their assessments, level of progress, employment verification, SNAP case number, SNAP eligibility status, and their individual number. You may also see the SNAP benefit amount here for customers who are enrolled in Earn Fair. Fields which should be kept up to date regularly by the provider are the SNAP ENT status, level of progress, and employment verification fields. If one of these fields has a yellow triangle next to it, it probably needs to be updated. If you see a field with a red exclamation point, that field definitely needs to be updated. The SNAP eligibility status and benefit amount should only be updated by IDHS staff. The Integrated Resource Team section allows a provider and IDHS contacts to be added to a customer's integrated resource team. An IRT is the group of professionals working collaboratively with the customer and each other to ensure the customer's success in moving toward their goals. Anyone having contact with the customer or who might need to be notified via email of changes to this customer's account should be added to the IRT. The attendance section allows a provider to add an individual's attendance to their record easily. If you prefer to use the group attendance tool, which is best for entering group learning sessions or orientation, you can click on the group attendance tool button. Attendance may only be entered for an activity in which the customer has been enrolled and has a started open status. Attendance may be entered by any provider, staff, or instructor in ISETS, or by customers in their Illinois WorkNet account. All attendance must be verified by authorized provider staff in order to ensure that attendance is correct before saved as a final record. Activities and case management will show the program goals and activities that customer is enrolled in, including the start date, the completion date, and the status. The Support Services section gives an overview of the supportive services issued and their totals. If you'd like to edit any of these, you can click on the linked support service title and it will take you to that support service to edit. The Outcomes section begins with a table of benchmarks that are possible for customers enrolled in SNAP ENT. Not all items are required for somebody to be considered successful in SNAP ENT. You will see the circle turn to green and marked as complete when that item has been completed. The Completed/Exited section gives you the ability to exit a customer. There's a handy checklist here of items that should be completed before you exit a customer. You can add credentials earned through the Credentials Earned section and add employment through the Employment section. At the top of the customer record, you'll see tabs labeled Intake and Referral, Employment Plan Case Management, Customer Forms, Summary Tools, and Outcomes. These are more in-depth sections for each of those items. Currently, most customer information such as name, address, phone, email, case number, individual number, or redetermination date are all provided to ISETS by our IES data system. To ensure the accuracy and integrity of this critical data for IDHS, the only place where edits take place is in the Integrated Eligibility System. To make changes to this information, a customer must report changes directly to IDHS through the ABE system. Then, when the next import to ISETS happens, the data will be updated in ISETS. Information which can be edited includes assessments, referrals, enrollments, activities, services, or case notes that you enter into ISETS regarding a customer.